What's a scholarship? Does everybody know what a scholarship is? Oh, I heard somebody say it. They said it quick. What is it? Free money. Who likes free money? Raise your hand if you like some free money. Yeah. We're not talking $5,000. We're not talking 10. We're talking almost $30,000 per average student every year. That's putting money in your parents' pocket if you can get a scholarship. Now let's talk about college scholarships real quick. Academic, right? Athletic, and the arts. But as this last commercial stated, sometimes it's very difficult to go to college straight out of high school. And nowadays, guys, college is so expensive. That Pell Grant doesn't go as far as it used to go. Those student loans, you're going to have to pay that money back. So it's very smart to be able to have a skill set so you can work while you're going to college. Because it's hard for mom and dad to send you that money. And parents, where are you at real quick? We're going to talk to you real quick. Raise your hand. Okay. We kind of spoiled our children, haven't we? They used to that cell phone. We didn't have cell phones. They used to that Xbox. I know they got new clothes on. I know you, before the school year, you spend a lot of money and trying to, and gas is not getting any cheaper, so it's like $3.35 a gallon now, $3.40 a gallon. Food is more expensive than it ever has been before. And they can eat. Can your children eat? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So what would a scholarship to Job Corps or a scholarship to college look like for your child? What would it look like for you if you came home and you opened the refrigerator and there was some food in the refrigerator? Woo! Can you imagine? Dirty clothes not on the floor. Am I talking to the choir or am I just talking? We want to have some church? Can we have some church in here real quick? No one's talking about the Wi-Fi. No one's asking for some money. No one wants to borrow the keys to the car. You don't got any excuses for the chores not being done? Why? Because they have a scholarship. Isn't that what you want for your child? Free. 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 But they have to, while it's free, they got to earn it. So let me tell you my situation. My name is Eric Jones. I'm the Center Director of the Bamberg Job Corps Center. I'm also responsible for over $5 million worth of scholarship funding for the great state of South Carolina. And I'm looking for the best in South Carolina. That's what I'm looking for. As the head coach or the head administrator or the boss, as the students say. Oh. A little Rick Ross joke right there. Oh, right? As the boss, I'm looking for the best. Because I'm held accountable for the scholarship money that I spend on your children. And if they, and we all want the same things, if I spend this money for them to get their trade completion, their certification, and get them ready for this preparatory program to go to college and have a good job, but then they come home and sit on the couch, who catches it? And who's also catching it? Young people, where are you at? Raise your hand. Young people. Did your parents sometimes trip a little bit? Woo! 1 minute you're the baby and they love you, next minute, get out. Get out. You know why, right? Because sometimes there's just too many grown people in the same house. You grown, at least you're trying to be grown, and the parents paying the bills, which means they house, they rules. Right, parents? But young people, let me tell you a secret about your parents real quick. While you may be spoiled, the reality is when they were your age, it was easier. The speaker up here just before was talking about you didn't need to have a high school diploma, or you could just have a high school diploma and make a good living, right? See, in America back in the 70s and 80s made everything. And everyone could get a full, you could lose a job today, Saturday, and you could find a job on a Sunday. You could work full-time, mandatory overtime before they even fill out the paperwork and just fill out your stuff before they're ready to sign your check. Right, parents? And you didn't have to be making a couple $1,000s a month. You could rent a little apartment at 17. You could have a nice little car. Gas wasn't expensive. Food wasn't expensive. You could live on your own. Don't have to go to mama's house. You're fine. Who wants their own house, their own car, their own life? Who wants it? Who wants their own house, their own car, their own life? Who wants to be a professional? Parents be looking. If your child don't got their hands up, I think you might want to change the locks at home or something. Exactly. What are you going to do about it, young people? Because your America is different from the America of your parents. You have to have higher education. You have to have a higher drive. You have to have a good reputation. Not your parents' reputation. Not your mama's reputation. Your reputation. And it starts in school right now. It starts with, it's not, if you're caught up in that culture where you think it's the students against the staff, the students against the teacher, you're already losing. See, they got their job. Their job is to educate you. And they know somebody who knows somebody. I know the teachers in this school will have no problem. They see a great young adult. They're going to pick up the phone call, write a letter, help them get a scholarship, help them get a job, take care of them, get the resources they need. But if you got a nasty attitude, what's going to happen for you? If you mad, angry, and disgruntled, what's going to happen for you? It's not just what you know. It's who you know and how they know you. Are you young adults working on your professional reputation right now? Because that's why I'm up here. I'm up here to inspire you to greatness. You see, I'm a high school dropout. You see, my mom struggled raising me. My real father came in my life when I was 12 years old, gave me $100 and said, I'll see you in a couple months. I never saw the man again in my life. I had my mom's boyfriends in and out of the house telling me, I'm not your daddy. She finally found a decent man who married her, but still, it wasn't a good, healthy relationship. My sister was born with a 2-chamber heart and no neck due to drugs and violence all through my family. My best friend went to prison for a drive-by shooting. My foster brother was murdered. But I was too pretty to go to jail. I wasn't going to. I may not be that pretty now, but back then I was like, hold up, I'm not, no. I listened to some Tupac, but I'm not going out like that. No. Not me. Being black and Cuban, that's not, no. Not for me. So I found a Job Corps program. I got referred to that type of program, a vocational GED type of program, and it was an option for me. I regret it. I wish I would have got my high school diploma. I really do. I missed out on a lot. But there was a retention program that was there for me. And the very first week, Mom, Dad, I got sent home from Job Corps. Why? It's a scholarship program. They're not going to, I had an attitude. Can you imagine that, me having an attitude? It's scholarship, which means it's free, but it's at great cost. You got to follow the rules and regulations. Basketball scholarships, you got to go to practice. If you don't go to practice, what happens to your scholarship? Coach cutting you. You in the dorms acting a fool. Smoking weed, drinking, bottle popping, trying to talk to Nicki Minaj. What's happening with your scholarship? You gone. And if you don't go to college classes, what they going to do to your scholarship? Cut it out. So it's the same way with Job Corps. It's the same with any kind of scholarship out there. You got to be about your business. It's what you got to do. And you need to start mapping that out now. Because after I got my second shot, I got my facility maintenance, I got my GED, I got some training, got out, started my own business. But more importantly, I was in a college prep program, got me ready for college, got my associate's degree, got my bachelor's degree. Job Corps paid for my master's degree, and they're paying for my PhD right now as we speak. Never in a million years would I think I'd be running schools and scholarship money from a person who dropped out of school and hated school. But see, I was hating making the grade. I never hated learning and having an education. So if you get in and you learn, young people, let me give you an assignment. When you get out of here Monday, talk to your teachers. Ask, why are they a teacher? What education? Where did they go? Get some insight from them. Talk to your parents. What do they want for you? Figure out what you don't like. Isn't there a song like that? What I don't like, right? Right? Not snitching and okay. What do you want for your future? And plan ahead. Get with these educators. Never in your life from here on out will you have this many people care about you. Because once you're out of school, it's about how much money you're going to owe them. Ask your parents, they'll tell you. Utilize this time. What a wonderful Saturday that these professionals are taking out to give you an opportunity to hear from people who have opportunities for you. What do you think about that? Let's give them a round of applause. Plan ahead. Let me give you 3 rules, and then I'm going to let you go. They were the key to my success. And if you don't do anything else in your life, if you live by these 3 fundamental principles, you will be successful. Rule number 1, get clean. Clean. And I'm not just talking about your personal appearance and your grooming. I'm talking about substance that you take in your body. I'm talking about the type of music you listen to. I'm talking about the kind of person you are. Be a positive, clean person. People respect those people and love to have those people around them and want to give them opportunities. Rule number 2, be mentally strong. No one's going to listen to the tears and the crying in the workforce. Either you're profitable and you're going to help them make money and a product or a service, or they're going to fire you. Come to work or don't come to work. It's your choice. You're going to have to be mentally strong. And rule number 3, plan ahead. Plan ahead. Now, if you're a crackhead, there's no need to plan ahead. If you're a pothead, there's no need to plan ahead. You have to be the hero for your own success. Thank you very much.